So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on when you are watching me. I'm Joshua Dafe, your number one real estate consultant, and today I'm going to be talking about a serious issue, a very serious issue. Yes, this issue has been a concern, has been a threat to most of us, especially those who are not living in Lagos. It makes them thinking that, oh, can I ever stay in Lagos? Can I relocate to Lagos? Those who live in the mainland, they think, can I live in the island? And this issue is a very common one. Like I said, it's about the yearly basis or monthly basis we do have this issue, and that's the normal flood that we do have. When rain falls, you see that everywhere is wet. Some places in Lekki Phase 1 is flooded with water, and it's a serious concern to many people. Some people are scared of even living on the island because of this issue. So what's my opinion today about this flood issue? How can we tackle this flood? What are my suggestions about this flood? So those are the things I'm going to be sharing about. You see that this part of Lagos is called the islands. We call this place the island, and there's a reason why. If you check the dictionary definition of island, it means a place that is surrounded by water, and that's not an exaggeration, it's true. Yes, and it's supposed to be an advantage to us and not a disadvantage, because if you are coming from Lekki Phase 1, that's by your right, depending on where you are coming from. The other part is you have the sea, it's the coastal lane down to places like Eleko. You still go further, you have the sea. Then the other part, you have the lagoon, you have the canals, you have rivers. So this should have been an advantage to those in the island, not a disadvantage. So why are we having flood if we have canals, if we have... So my own concern is that, and what I believe is that these issues that we have been having on yearly basis, monthly basis, is a challenge of drainage. Yes, that has been causing the flooding issues that we have in Lagos on most occasions. Is drainage problem, improper drainage, shallow drainages. That has been the major problem. You see places in Lekki, look at rivers around Lekki, look at lagoons, canals, and all of that, that we can do proper drainage. So my suggestion is that it's not still too late, although there was no proper town planning. There was no proper town planning when people were moving down to these locations, and you see that some places that people were supposed to live, they were sold out without improper town planning. So that has been a serious challenge, and that has been the issue on ground. And I discovered that Lagos is a place that does not, some part of Lagos, especially this island, we don't have proper drainage. That's a fact. I'm a real estate consultant, I sell properties, but at the same time, I will also tell the truth when I say it. So we don't have proper drainages. That's like a connected one, not the one owned by a particular developer. I'm talking of drainage that lead from one compound to another, from one street to another, to one community to another community, to town, and all of that. We don't have an interconnected drainages, and that has been a major problem. So my concern is, and my appeal is that this is going to be a collective effort of individuals, of community, and of government. First, we call on the government to put a drainage on the streets. Then we call on the communities to also continue from where the government has started, and we call on individuals, developers, and property owners to also continue from where the community have started. And if we put all of this in place, and remember, we have a lot of canals. Place like Lekki has the canals, the river close to it. You have people at Aja, you have a river, you have places like Lakwe, places like Eputu, and all of that. So there's a lot of river, there's a lot of canals that we can channel all of this water. There shouldn't be drainage in the road. There shouldn't be flood. And these are also some of the issues that also cause traffic. When there is rain, you see that people are trying to dodge water because you don't know what is in the water, of course. So many people are trying to dodge the water, and you see that we have a lot of traffic during the rainy season because of this. So you see, as this on yearly basis, we have the same issues reoccurring over and over again. So it can be avoided. It's not a spiritual one. It's a physical one. It's a man-made issue that we can resolve. So my advice to all Lagosians, especially those of us who are living in the island, is that we should fix our drainages. It can be solved and it can be resolved, and we can have a perfect island. Islanders, we can do it. So look at it. This, I try to remember. So we have some estates that have been overflooded with water in Lagos. These are issues, like I said, can be resolved. We can avoid these issues. So we should fix our drainages, not just those shallow drainages. If I'm to give a suggestion, I will say that we should at least something that's 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet deep. Then the depth of it, then we should say at least 4 feet wide, the width of it. Something that can at least that will be fast enough to convey and to control of the water, and we will have a good Lagos, a clean Lagos, and a conducive one whereby people will not be taken away by flood, water, and all of that. So stay tuned for more information, stay tuned for more updates like this. We'll be talking, I have a lot of things I will be coming online to say. So if you have not subscribed before, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press that button. I will be watching you from my plasma TV. Press that button, and also tell your loved ones, tell your families and friends to also subscribe. And remember, I'm a real estate consultant. I'm also waiting for your patronage. I need you to stay in business. Thank you. Thanks for watching.